Good morning to everybody. So again, it is the MMPH002 HRD, the Human Resource Development. So today we have to discuss the last block. This is the block number 4, the experiences and trends in HRD. There are two units. Unit number 11 is your emerging trends and perspectives, and unit 12 is the HRD experiences. Basically, the unit 12, the experiences, there is a lot of case studies are there. And unit number 11, that where we have to see what the trends is going on, what emerging conditions, and in respect to your HRD development purposes. Emerging trends and particular business environment, the management challenges, trends and HRD functions, and secretariat, what are the trends. The goal of the HRD is to improve the performance of the organizations by maximizing the efficiency and the performance of the people. The continuous development of manpower assume the significance of the sustain and the competitive advantage of the organizations, as people are the most important strategic resources of the organization. Then a lot of the organization's interventions we have to see or mapping the systems to know the process activities in the organizations requires an understanding of the business environment, so which influences the business decisions in any organizations. Business organizations are nothing that is actually the operate in the dynamic environment, and what are the direct influences, or not only the how they operate but also how they achieve their objectives. Business leaders and the managers do have a control over the internal environment, but to complete the successful, they should scan the environment and shape their business according to the trends of the purposes in the given context. Then business environment, then economic environment is saying the business is influenced by the economic factors. The most economic fluctuations due to various reasons influence business and the individuals in many ways. Economic growth provides the opportunities leading to lower unemployment rates and raising the incomes. The announcement of the government of India reducing the interest rates on the home loans and the stimulate packages provided has helped the employees to stagger the loan payment for the loans already taken for or go for the loans to tide over the crisis of the post-COVID situations. Here, actually, the 2-3 slides which I am trying to say, mostly you see the all are pre-COVID, the COVID stages and the post-COVID stages. What is the scenario? Because before we are talking about the before 2019, HRD concept was little different. Now during the your COVID-19 times, it has observed a lot of new challenges has come, which are totally new, not only in India and worldwide. It was the new situations in the economic front, in your operation front, every front where the crises are there. And there are a lot of new initiatives has occurred, and people are trying to overcome the situation. And some extent it has done, and new opportunities also developed, and new setup, new strategies, everything are new normals basically has been seen. And now that's why the HRD was more important now, after as far as the post-COVID situations, how to deal with the HRD. That is the aspect are very important now. It's all our present scenario based on this. This unit are basically everything are in the totally the present scenario. There is nothing in past things. Only what are the past, which are the problems we have faced that problem should not occur in future. What type of contingency plan, what type of future growth is required, that has to be. Uh, we have learned these things, and lot of initiatives are required more. In the political environment also, there are two things are just changes now. One is your economic environment, and one is your political environment. There are two things parallelly, and it is some of the things are complementary each other, because the when the economic condition environment is changing, political issues are also involved, because indirectly or directly all are for the human mankind are betterment purposes. So how to stabilize the things, so what the way it is influenced, that part, and how, why, that's why the role of HRD are coming up. Political environment, the political climate of a country as expressed in terms of the political will. Another factor that influences the business. For example, the proactive government policies, schemes to stimulate the economy, the stability of the government along with the easy of the doing the business, helps the businesses to flourish in the economy. Because if the government are not taking the any steps, then it will be collapse. Because sometimes, the time to time, they have given some stimulants, some of the basically the money, so backup, and they are through this bank they can get the loan so that they can run their business. So working capital should not be disturbed, flow of work should be there. Then that part, by the time they can recover in a small interest rate, they can recover also. Okay. So that type of things are required. It is also true that MNCs, multinational companies like IBM, GE, Accenture, etc., to evaluate the political stability of a country for their investment in plant and machinery. Just like the individuals, groups would evaluate for individual investment FDI in a country, because all these things, the investment should not be stopped. They have to focus on the international and outer investment, especially in terms of the FDI. They are looking they have to see the political stability in the country. Then only they are making full confident of this particular country. Then they have to start investing the more. So that you have to create the things, uh, and so that the FDI should not stop, and it may be increased. And it has happened in the India also. We have seen a lot of FDI, foreign development investment has increased. Social environment is also important, because social factors like the education influence, the attitudes, value of the systems, ethics, and the lifestyle of the individuals, thus influencing the production and the sale of products and services. So this is all are the influencing factors where the social is not strong, the environment is not good. Indirectly, it will be affecting the your lifestyle also, individual lifestyles, and education as such. So the world has witnessed a progressions and the change for the better of the in terms of the education and literacy levels, resulting in a change in the workforce compositions, which more and more representations of, of women and the people belonging to different backgrounds, geography, locations, classes, cultures, etc. One of the recent trends on the organizational front is mandated CSR, in which organizations spend 2% of their net profits for the societal well-being. Some of the companies are spending for 3% also. It is a government norms maximum at least minimum 2 to 3%. Whatever your net profit, you have to spend for the your corporate responsibility, for social responsibility purposes. You have to spent for them purposes. It may be for establishing some of these schools or colleges or maybe hospitals. By any means, you have to uh, invest the money for that purposes. It is a mandate. So demographic environment is also another factors are there. What are the things? It is demographic define the market, product, and the services, and also determine the size of the composition of the workforce. Because what type of workforce you have, that is based on the demographic definition purposes. What the market is there, how much market strength is there, product capacity, how much production is required or not, what type of services are required. So everything are depending on the your demographic purposes, environment purposes. The businesses are expected to keep the demographic factors like the age, gender, race, ethnicity, and the location in order to arrive at the products and the services. Statistics prove that India will add 183 million people to the working age group of 15 to 64 years between 2020 to 15 as per the UN population statistics database. The UN statistics database has been surveyed and they have given us some database. What are the statistics? They are saying that India will add 183 million people to the working age like this. I think you can see the what the active life, active productive life you can see the by the 20, which shows that and hoping that 22% of the global workforce coming from India over the next 3 decades. Coming in 3 decades, you see how much workforce are availability. There are 22% of the global workforce. It is really one of the big challenges. That type of workforce you have to create already to be created and to skill them basically in world class situations. So this is true with employees from the different classes, locations, genders, etc. Thus making organizations recognize the value of the hiring a diverse workforce and the taking business decisions targeting the different groups. So one of the biggest responsibility, not only in the government and that's even in the private and even in the human also, those who are in a positions. So in all sectors have to be geared up because that time that much workforce are expected. So the organizations also are to be recognized based on their the value of the hiring the diverse forces. Technology, there are another aspect, the competitiveness of the organizations in the current scheme of things is determined by the ability, speed, and effectiveness with which the investments are made in technology. Businesses, large and small, use technology to adapt the change, improve efficiency, and streamline operation. Because the technology are basically for the competitiveness of the market. Because if you are not adapted the latest state of the art technology, then you will not be a world class. I think maybe the quality wise, maybe the skill wise, you will be lagging. So that's why the technology is one of the main important to improve the efficiency. You have to have it take the help of the technology. For example, the advances in cloud computing because the data is increasing day by day. Another is the mobile technology. That because of this mobile technology, we are communicating the data or communicating the informations through this mobile and instantly. And a real-time basis, you can send the data also. Nowadays, the through this lot of features are available in the mobile also. You can send the words, you can send the Excel file also through this everything through this WhatsApp, through this your other mode of features. You can send this thing instantly. Then e-commerce are also flourished because through this e-commerce trading are very easy now. Nowadays within this platform, within this apps, lot of apps are there, applications are developed. through this way you can purchase, you can sell it out, you can book the order, you can cancel the order. Everything can be now possible now, and you can modify your order. You can track things where the you can trace, you can see the where the product are laying on, what are the stages, what are the processes right now, delivery systems. Everything are possible through uh, these applications. So e-commerce is are very developed nowadays. These are all are part of your the technology. The technology is giving you is a big platform to do everything. You can do it. Robots are important because you can say you not to operate in hand. That way you can reduce the manpower accuracy and the reduce your mandates. Artificial intelligence, another area are developing now. Is already developed and still lot of exercise, lot of research is going on for the application for the artificial intelligence through this way. You can give it more accuracy and more fast you can do it, and without optimum intelligence can be possible. Machine learning have helped the business and the nation now we are in a part of the digital technology influences the business environment because everything are now digitalized. So even in the payment systems, in the financing, everything are cashless. I mean, there is no exchange are required. So only through this platform, that digital technology are very much increasing nowadays, and it is very easy. Also, everybody can do it, and remote. Many of the things the end users also can you can have access. They are in the same platform, so it will reach very fast. Immediately you can get it. The money transferring, there is no problem. Instantly it can be happen. And moreover, apart from that, you can acknowledge the things. You can get the receipt immediately, and you can store these things, everything. So that way it is combination. Now all these things, your mobiles, e-commerce, clouding computing, robots, artificial intelligence, machine learning, everything are is a very big way are coming already in the developed country and now in India also are also day by day is increasing. So, so business environment, we have to see that all these things are influencing. Technology are basically influence your business environment. You have to have it as your organizations. You have to have all these things. Basically, idea is emerging trends means all this technology. Or you have to adopt all these things, and as early as possible, you have to do it to for doing anybody competitive business. You have to be also part of this competitive business. Then you definitely have to consider all business environment. The management challenges. Management challenges the leadership because to run the company, if you should have a very good leaders. The leader can only lead these things. Otherwise, you have everything. You have a technology. You have a manpower. Everything is available. Resources also available. Raw material is also available. But you don't have any leader, good leader. So you cannot go further. So, so that's the organization experience across the world evidences the leaders drive their organizations to high performance. Leaders are basically you see the ship. In the ship there are everything is there, but the captain is not there. What happened? That ship will stand still in the sea. The ship cannot move until and unless is a good captain who can drive these things. So considering in this way, so leadership is one of the really important part who can touch the who can things. So HRD efforts the Indian companies to touch upon the four things. There are themes are there to make more leadership skills. So one of the managing and the developing talent. So HRD can do this part to make the leadership activities. HID can take it is. So what the efforts can give it? Number one, the managing and the developing the talent. Number two, shaping the employees' attitudes because this is one of the issues. So employees' attitudes to be in the particular shape. to focus on, basically in this case is the focus should be in the objectives set by the management. Managing the organization's culture is another vital point. There is a culture, because culture is also create a good environment to create a motivations, because culture in terms of your motivations and internationalizations, because your product should be quality wise, product wise and utilizations, everything should be at part of the world class. So it should be not only domestically, even in the outer world also, you can sell it, and your product can be do it better, perform better. So that type of idea, that type of view, perceptions has to be created, so that it should be intelligences. So again, through this HRD, it can be possible. What are the challenges? Management challenges. So management challenges, if we know, that is a VUCA in the short form, that is your volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So in short, is a VUCA. This the wall management is characterized by the VUCA times. This VUCA level like this. So then VUCA times are going to stay, with the pandemic having accelerated this trend and certain and creating a number of new obstacles. And so the result is the existing management models no longer address the crisis presented by the government. The consequences of the uncertainty impact the decision-making functions of the managers, resulting in either rush or delay the decisions, and which affect the planning for the future. In such a scenario, the HRD functions of recruiting, training, and retention suffer, calling for equipping the managers to deal with such crisis situations and predict the future. Here actually want to say, that is the what are the consequences are there, that is for example uncertainty. So what are the effect will be there, you have to uh, forecast, you have to in your intuitions, it should be preserved in the mind, it is likely to be happen. So and if you are not capable of to give a good decisions, then it will be delayed, then you cannot take the good decisions, because and moreover your the it will also affect that your you cannot do a for the future planning also you cannot do. So so in this scenario, so you have to have equipped your HRD, the functions should be modified. What are the functions are there still there, align with the market conditions, I mean the market challenges. You have to align the changes the functions, some of the things, so that your team will be very good. The accurate recruiting and training and the retention are, it will be very good enough. So to hold the things and to cope up the effect also, you can see. So that is basically your the challenges for the management has to be challenges. So earlier the traditional HRD systems, now it is obsolete now. It may not be effective or may not be fruitful for the current scenarios, because the changes are going on dynamically, and you see. So that's why the emerging trends. So keeping on view of all these things, how to do it better. Main things happening are uncertainty, because suppose you have planned some of the things for the coming for the 2 to 3 years, something you have already planned, but due to some reasons, that is unseen reasons, that that changes. So that changes are not in your control. So that's why you are saying is the uncertainty, and it is create some complexity also. So it will affect your planning and other activities. So obstacle will be more. So shaping the company culture, that is a company culture, shaping the company culture. Shaping company culture, the company culture is a basically the key driver of the employees' engagement and productivity. So it is some sort of your keys. So how to engage the employee in the organizations. So engagement of the employees are very much required. It should be in the right position, in the right job, right type of skill it should be, and the productivity can be increased. So it is important that the managers address the challenges to create and maintain a workplace culture that enables the achievement of the organization goals. So that's why the workforce where the people are working, that employee are to be a well culture. They should know that type of situation are theirs and how best they can give their effort and they can contribute the company their through these their jobs. They can enable the achievement of the actual organizational goals, which has already uh, which are already formulated. What are the objectives are there? That objectives actually they are nearer to the target or not. That part is you are achieving the things or not. If it is not, you are not achieving or up to the goals, or maybe some of the obstacles are coming, the resistance are coming. You have to modify it. You have to correct it so that it can be again aligned with your particular job target. So it should be foreseen. This is the achievement target field. This is a milestones, and always that milestones should be observable. Then say yes, I have only the target. If it is not observable, you are not seeing the things, no directions are there, then you cannot achieve the particular that organization goals. So always you have to it should be in focus. If it is a out of focus, the your objectives maybe you are somewhere not in the track. So should be always in the track so that you can reach the particular that station. I mean the one station. So e-learning solutions are the proven to charge the team and your individual performance so as to make a genuine business impact. So e-learning one of the very good solutions in this respect. Uh, Proven to change to charge the team because the particular one team they are who are working in there. So their individual performance, how to develop their things, and the genuinity. You are in the right track, in the right path. So if it is not there, then it will be impact on the business. So if you are in the right path, definitely that impact will be in the positives. When I mean you are doing the good things. So through these e-learnings are giving me a lot of solutions time to time and to charge them the team so that they can perform better. Talent management. Talent management, it is some sort of a search because those who are performing good or as a good performer, it doesn't mean they are very talented because talent search is different. Because potentiality, you see, you search it. What are the potentials? And sometimes the potential are hidden. It means it is not developed fully. That talent, whatever the particular employees inside, that is not fully come out. So as a management, this is the management, the process. Through this process, you have to develop and you have to take a more that his or her potentiality has to be highlighted. And that's why there is emphasizes the things. And it has been observed due to pandemic situation. I guess a lot of struggle was there. What happened now? You see, during this the pandemic time, it has been observed through this online or through this work to home work. It has been observed that the employee are doing more work. It is possible. They can work for 3 or 4 persons work. One person can do it, and it is proved also. So based on this, because of the competition was there, some fear was there because if I not work or if I not there, maybe my salary will be deduct or maybe may not be my service may not be required in the company because all the company at that time are very challenging conditions. So employees are very much so at time what happened the employees are they are putting their full effort. So trends brought about the pandemic has made that organization struggle to find the talent with the right skills. Virtual recruitment, then virtual onboarding, and the induction facilitated by the technology has made it possible for the organizations to tide over the situations. This change scenario has impacted the role of HRD. So, whatever the changes are we have seen or already things, and it has impacted very much impacted the role of HRD. Now HRD are thinking totally the calendars of the training program and everything are drastically changes. They are modified and a very new pattern. Everything. And now the situation demands to change the HRD calendars. Driving the learning and the development agenda. There's a sort of the L&D agenda within the teams. The managers can also support the diversity and the inclusion initiatives of the organizations. So diversity, because as we know, a lot of people are coming from different states, different language skills. They have a different attitudes. They are different ethics. Their culture will be different. So when they are coming in the particular the organizations, so that inclusions are very much important. So that we can get it their maximum output, maximum efficiency can be utilized. So inclusion initiatives of the organizations are very much needed. Based on this, the talent acquisitions team can have the strategies designed to attract the diverse pool of talent for the increase the innovations and organizational successes. Because diverse pool from the different things on the all the talent are in particular in a one pond because of all the talents people are there in particular one pond, then it will be the research will be more, interaction will be more, they will interact more, ideas will be flowed from one person to other persons. So new innovations are chances will be new innovations are likely to be. If it is a standalone or they have the idea is they are separately they are working other way, then it will take more time. Time will be more. So that should be attractive. Design should be in such a way, the strategy should be like this. So it should attract the people, attract the women, and they can also do these things. So this is a way we can increase the innovations, ideally. And definitely, if your innovation is increased and solidly, then organizational success are is the secondary part. So primarily you have to initiative your the innovations and research work, some of the innovations are derived, then it will already draw the success will automatically come out. Technology and digitalizations. So changes in the organizational environment and the work environment has made the digitalizations no longer and the options but a necessity more of survival. There is increased pressure for the managers to keep pace with the technology that continues to evolve till the right solutions are found. Because immediately a lot of stress and pressures are in the managers nowadays because they have to keep the space and with the technology, they take the help of technology, they have to keep the space, keep their space and continue to evolve the till the right solution for the problem. So space is also is very important. Technology is also important. So combiningly, you have to continue and try to find out the right solutions. So that is one of the biggest challenges in the manager positions. Investing time and the resources till the solution is found is a challenge that managers and organizations have to consider because sufficient time is required for the rethinking the things to analyze the part, research, survey, whatever the things, it will require some certain time is required. So managers or the top managers, they have to invest their time, some of the quality times for the think, but this is the think. That's why the think tank is required, where the They can jointly they can discuss their investing their process jointly time to time. They can sit together and they can share their ideas where they are, so that some good ideas would come out. This trend of technology and the digitalizations has enabled the company to embrace this digital business model post pandemic, and the organizational experiences proves that they have succeeded in their efforts. Continuous process, because you see the technology are what are the previous year technology and this year technology are changing now. Lot of features are coming depending on the market demand or positions. The changes are technology are also changing, and that all these things has to be digitalized. And because you have to cope up the situation, which are the things are in the environment that has to be environmental friendly. That should be user friendly, should be user friendly, and so that we can do it very uh, uh, in a very impressive way. So you have to create that type of digital business model should be created, and so that now it is required for the post pandemic conditions. It is very much needed nowadays, and the organizational experiences that proves that he have succeeded in the same role also. Thus, the digitalizations and the digital infrastructures are viewed as important trends in the current context. So that's why I'm trying to highlight the things, try to emphasize the things. But digital infrastructures are are very much required because you have to review the things. The impact of the digitalizations of the HRD has been immense, and the success of HRD interventions are determined by the stage of digitalizations that the organization has done, how the organization shows of the digital infrastructures. So management interventions are required. Top management interventions are also required. Different stages where they're going on, where we are now. So it should be determination process. Different stages are there. That all the stages are to be determined by the management. They have to observe it closely, motivate the things, and finally have to get some of the good model. Now the attention to HRD functions. What are the functions are? The routine function, normal functions are already there, but that functions are to be updated. Basically, what are the functions are there? HRD functions. That functions are to be updated time to time, depending on the situation. So HRD aims at developing the capabilities and the individuals working in an organizations. It also attempts to develop interpersonal relationships to inculcate the team spirit in the organizations. So team spirit is one of the aspect, so that through this way, how it has come up, the spirit come, how can get the good spirit, because only it can be when the interpersonal relations are good, that then automatically the relations will be good, and you can get the team spirit. The analysis of the job and the job design, therefore, is the essential to enhance the work efficiency and effectiveness. To create the good efficiency and at the same time simultaneously your effectiveness, both the things, even though it is a little different, from efficiency or effectiveness are a little bit different, but everything are coming up from your, if your job design is good, then it can be possible to achieve things. So designing the job is very important. It should be easy enough based on the qualifications, and it is achievable, because the job are to be achievable. If you design in such a way so that based on his experience and skills, that job can be feasible. That job can be done very certain period of time. They can finish up the jobs. The design will be like this. So analysis part is as analytics. So you have to analyze the things. really the job is fit for this particular employees or not. If some modification is required or some corrections is required, or job it can be add or delete some of the features or not, that part can be done, so that ultimate aim to create the good efficiency and the effectiveness also. So job now the coming the job analysis and the job designs is another aspect. Again is the part of the HRD functions or HRM functions, rather you can say is the HRM functions. So uh, the job design focuses on the motivational aspects of the job. It helps in organizing the job related tasks and directly impacts the mental and physical health of the employees. Because if the job is not good, it is boring. It is really stereotype works, repetitive works. So definitely it will get a boring. But you're mentally you're not happy, your job satisfaction will be not there, and your physically you will be, your health will be. So we have to very much careful about the designing the job. It should be create some of the sense. Yes, I am learning some of the things, create some of the innovative things and happiness. So that should be focused on the at the time of designing the job. The focus should be like this. Training and development is one of the biggest part of the HRD functions, because earlier whatever the training TND was there, now it has drastically changes activity wise. The training is basically the important activity of the HRD, which reinforces HRM in the organization. So strengthening the organizations, basically this is one of the uh, column of the building, because your building columns are not good enough. What are the structures are there? There is not a materials are not good, so the building cannot be hold. You cannot growth. That building cannot be built up. Basically, you cannot build up the things when your foundations or strength is not there. So suppose the whatever the structure is there, and it is at par with the market or not, knowledge wise or not. So time to time you have to reinforce. Maybe the particular the building columns are redesigned or refashioned. Maybe you have to add on some of the more column strength you have to be improved, so that I can build up another floor on the top of the building. So this is the same idea. So it is also important for the as a HRD. So to reinforce the things. So HRD is a concept and is a consist of the organizational learning activities. Is a in a given time frame to learn the required contents and achieve the desired behavior changes in the employees. For example, I can give you, suppose some of the projects is coming after 2 years, some of the projects has to be launched. So before that, you have to make a team, project teams, so they can handle, they can operate the project without any help or guidance. Individually and independently, they can handle the things in the right manner. So before that, some process is there. When the if suppose the project has already started, already launched, and then you start process developing the people, it doesn't mean, because it will take a time. So before that, 2 years before, you have to skill them, let them as a demo or stimulate the things. The program should be like this. So they have to give us some concept. So other the contents, different activities should be there, so that it should be film out. For learning, the process should be there, so that when the project will come, will be launched, so they can handle very easily or without dramatically with the changes in the world of the business. So world will now is totally change the development activities, especially from the post-COVID. Now, most of the worldwide, the training and development are strengthening now. Most of the companies, they are focused on lot of budgets. They have increased the budget also in the training and development purposes, because they are now realize that without training, without the development of the human capital, cannot be get the good efficiency and fulfill the objectives also. Specialized training across the country, providing that different objectives should be there. Training for what? Training for to develop and to manage these objectives for the leaderships, management, and the banking research. So leadership training is required. Management and the banking research. One of the another aspect to develop the people's risks and forex and the credit purposes. Risk management is another thing with different institution. How much risk, again, the risk calculations, calculating risks, they should take that ability to take the decisions. So risk management is very important. Consumer market and the retail products, because in terms of the marketing purposes, so you have to see the customer's behavior pattern, where the market is there, and the retail products. So that you can distribute the product, you can increase your productions in that way. What is the demand? The customer behavior patterns is also required. Human behavior, customer behavior are important for that. Rural market and the financial inclusions is also important. This is the area focused by the training and development. A lot of people are required to develop them in this area. IT innovation and the technology products. So IT innovation is evergreen, because software, information technology are always is growing day by day. Maybe sometimes it is the curve is a little bit going down, but still again the requirement is there. So IT innovations are always important. That's why this field, the training and development is more required. Onboarding and the orientation and the leadership development programs of a new entrance, because the orientations are the initial stages to create, to give you some of the ideas what are the things. The orientation is very important. Finally, they can identify which are to be in the particular that group. You can distribute it. You can further focus on particular that team. So orientation is such things. Create the interest of the particular employees and the managers also. They can easily identify those who had to go. Basically, the orientation program are behavioral these things. Employees should know where the area they are giving a more interest, where they are definitely can do something in future also. So leadership development programs are also important. The training and development post-pandemic and the pandemic and the function underwent many more changes. So evidence suggests that L&D would be at the forefront of this. So with many organizations planning to invest in learning and technologies on virtual platforms. As I said earlier, that most of the companies now they are investing more and more money in the learning process, in the learning technologies. A lot of softwares are available. They have to create the new infrastructure for the learning purposes, similar things, lot of programs they have modified, and new programs is also that they launched to develop the things. So with the remote working accepted as a new normal, because most of the companies now, 50% people are in the remotely they are working, and 50% they are in the office, and they vice versa they have interchanges like this way. So this is the way they can rotate the things, and that way it is a minimize the other way. The revenue also can generate more, and profit margin will be more, because the other infrastructural cost will be reduced and reduced. There are, you can say, the establishment revenue expenditure is less, and your electricity, for example, the electricity then your travel costs, allowances, then you have to pay, canteen facilities are to be reduced. So, organizations can save the money, and what are the money you will save? That money they can reinvest for the research and development purposes or learning processes. They can reinvest it. So, um, the great reliance on the technology impulses more learning to work business. So these are lot of some of the features are given. Even lot of other processes are also in, most of the companies are now start thinking how to develop more in T&D area. So T&D area is now training and development area are important. Even though it is a small company or big company, everywhere T&D is required. Now, training in HRD functions, the upskilling and the reskilling the workforce is another thing, and to bridge the skill gaps in the workforce. Now, you see, based on these slides, now to this slides, which I have seen now, you see, everybody can see this is the actually training and development. The purposes are not really changed now. Every program are focused on the futuristic things for the reality, on the what the real conditions are coming or which are already happened and likely to be happen. So based on these, keeping on view of these things, the program are redesigning. Global changes and the changes have also forced employees to switch occupations and acquire new skills because of the increased use of the automation like your artificial intelligence, robots, machine learning in the organization activity. Because of this, another lot of technology is coming. So skills are to be multifunctioning because you have to have some multitask performer because only one type of performance it may not be sufficient. You cannot survive the things because you don't know the future of the company. They may lay off the employees. They can increase the employees. They can new skill are may it may be required. So all the time it is some uncertainty is there. So that is one of the challenge, global challenge, because the automations are coming. Because another part is this: most of the companies they have to have a profit, otherwise then only they can give you more money to the employees also. They can enhance their salaries also. Otherwise, stagnation will start. Revenue is not there, no profit, so chances are less for the increment. One of the critical of the R&D trends that have emerged in the recent past, the emphasis on the social learning methods, upskilling and skilling of the workforce, and another trend like this. Now, for one of the example that is your Accenture has tied up with XLRI Jamshedpur for providing the diploma in human resource management courses. ICCA Bank has set up a number of your academics for the different functional area certification courses are there. They have started. Tata Management has a training center of the Tatas. They have also given a lot of different courses for the upskilling purposes, skill enhancement purposes. Career development is the one of the aspects. The human resource development encompasses career planning, career development, and the succession planning. Then your since the ability of the international manpower to man and man present and the future vacancies is important to the organizations. R&D efforts aim to focus on career planning and career development. So, a well planned and the transparent career planning and the development initiatives that take care for the retaining the employees are required. So, a transparent program should be there, and that's why the lot of other development initiatives are there. Performance management, one of the another area that is the most critical part of the HRD functions. It reinforces the HRD in the organizations, and throughout the year you have to observe these performance are at par with the things or not. It is really the competitiveness are there or not. Constantly required to renew. The main thing is that continuously it is the part of the renew and update the skill of the employees. If you really want to be a good performance management program or process, you have to have a relook. You have to always rethink the new things, skill of the employees, and inculcate the performance culture. So personal appraisals helps the organization to take the stock of their skilled inventors. What are the things are the skill has been so far, that stock should be there. Then this is a personal appraisal formatted. It should be well formatted so that skills can be restored, can be recorded nicely, and what are the inventories are to be kept in a standard form. So training helps to address the skill gaps and raises the standards of the performance. And human resource information is also important. That is HRIS. It refers to a technology. It is technology oriented by the computerization. You can say that is a computerized store should be there. Linking, analysis, retrieve the data. Data should be stored very carefully, so that what are the elements are recorded. So that time to time you can fetch the data of the humans and you can go for the analysis purposes. So it is related to people activities. So information technology, uh, the application of the HRS and the HRD enables the employees to learn, they acquire new capabilities, refresh their existing activities, all these things. And they are a few challenges are there for the integration of the HRS in the systems. They are, what are the challenges? That is, your organizations spell out their missions and the objectives along with their strategies to achieve the same. So somewhere should be in the co-linear, should be all this should be in the co-plan. Strategy will be there. So that objectives can be fulfilled. Alignment of the HRIS and the HRD. So some of the alignment are very much important, so that HRS and HRD function can be aligned. The integration of the HRIS human resource information systems with the HR process, there are some integration should be there. The supportive environment of the organization. So there are three, four uh, challenges or basically from the integration part, how to integrate the things. There are different functions are there that should be integrated properly. The recent trends for some of the sectors of the India, it is in the IT industry, the pharmaceuticals, biotechnology, tourism, hospitality. So tourism, it is now in India is one of the now the richest. I think the economy is there. The World Travel Tourism Council has they have stated that tourism generated 9.2% India's GDP in 2018, and in your financial year 2020 it has created 39 million jobs. So it seems that a huge opportunity is there, basically in these sectors. What I mean to say, then the tourism, that a huge scope is there. So accordingly, we have to plan. The role of the HRD has to be planned to cope up this sectorial problem. So this is the developing things, and here some of the surveys. Then our economy has projected the 5 trillion by 2025. We are projected that things our GDP will be like this, and for that the area, the IT, ITS, pharma, biotechnology, these all are the areas are to develop technology, tourism, hospitality. These all are the areas HRD can sharpen the capability of the employees. So many things are there, like this, your OD, effort, feedback, counseling, so all this part. The significance for the organizations. And your see, you have seen the say the light of the scientific training is improving your efficiency productivity, and lot of this all are the part of your HRD experiences. HRD professionals can what are the gap is there, skill gap, that inclusions can be remain the changes that there, you can develop that initiatives part of it. Further, you see the COVID-19, the pandemic has seen we have created an experience, and now today we are here. But now most of the organizations are restructuring the things, making the urgent and all these things like this. So global changes are going on. Some of the experiences are here. Your HR planning, workforce planning, job description, recruitment, training and development, and performance appraisals are the areas are to be required. So ethics and your HR analytics are main two functions are to be developed. That is the experience. So anyway, thank you very much. So based on this, we now finish our all the blocks. So I hope everybody have some idea they you have and go further for the materials also. So okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.